Hello there, my Capricorn collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness. Well, that looked like the Three of Swords, but it's the Hanged One energy. Oh wow, but no, there's the Three of Swords at the bottom. Oh, oh, Capricorn. Oh, let's shake them Three Swords out of that energy. You don't need that shit. So some of you are avoiding the heartbreaking vibes. Some of you, someone wants to come in just to break your little heart. So Capricorns, you all do tend to attract the future ex sort of vibes with you. So I know you're pulling abundant energy. Some of you mindful of manipulation when it comes to a situation. Work, love, life vibes here, Capricorn. So look at your business partner and pay attention to how they treat all their sort of partners when it comes to options or opportunities. Some of you avoid somebody who has messy sort of romantic options as well, because that's just going to be more of a hassle for you if they're in and out of relationships or partnerships. And some of you viewing your business partnerships with about as much concern as you would a romantic relationship or partnership. I'm going to keep saying it, Capricorn. Some of you self-producing, self-publishing, so you're out of the being micromanaged. You need to start micromanaging your own sort of self here instead of allowing other people. Ace of Swords, the Five of Cups. This is prioritizing yourself. Those of you with strong Aries or Aquarius in your astrology, or some of you with regard to like an option or an opportunity. Someone needs you far more than you need them, so sit your ass the fuck down. This is all about like the codependency of a relationship or partnership with you, Capricorn. Especially those of you that kind of intermingle your work life, your friends, and then your romantic energy. You need to learn to fucking prioritize things and focus more on you. Someone don't want you to, and once you start like establishing these healthy boundaries, Capricorn, this is what makes you different. So you've had to change things. I don't know if this is a work-life balance with regard to you. Some of you, if you're like newly single, or those of you looking at your options or opportunities, you need to be micromanaging yourself here. Seven of Pentacles there with the Leo vibes. Six of Swords. The Virgo energy. Oh, you got that interesting astrology. The Three of Wands. There with the Two of Swords. Judgment, the Four of Pentacles. Now's not the time. Sit your ass down. Let the balance come in. Figure out who's worth your time, energy, and attention. And there's the Queen of Pentacle vibes. With the Sun vibes. There with the Ten of Swords. Some of you are going to be single, or you need to be single. So that way you avoid this sort of... Someone needs you far more than you need them, but they're far too dependent upon all their exes anyway. Work, love, life vibes with you, Capricorn. Some of you, I feel like you need to just start prioritizing every kind of relationship or partnership in your life right now. Especially those of you newly single, and everything sort of switches up with regard to you. Not necessarily specific to you, Capricorns, but some of you, this is like, this determines everything moving forward. So how long are you going to stay single? Those of you with regard to who's in your energy, definitely learning to prioritize yourself. So some of you, now isn't the time to be making any kind of decisions necessarily. With the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, you need to let the energy just sort of balance itself out there, especially with that Libra vibe. Once you do start establishing and maintaining some healthy boundaries, or you're far more focused on yourself, you'll notice the switch up in those. Some of you just attract future ex energy. So those of you, if you're very casually dating, like people will be very amicable. This is like the kind of passive aggressive relationships or partnerships. Are very accommodating to get your sort of confidants. And then once you get in that relationship or partnership, they're going to have a lot of expectations. Those of you compartmentalizing as well. So work is work, dating is dating, friendship is friendship. So that way you don't let all that energy kind of intertwine together. Some of you are having to deal with that. So those of you newly single, or those of you that's looking at your options or opportunities, realizing who wants to be in your energy. Those of you that aren't very good at micromanaging yourself, I think you need to get better at that. So this is when you're kind of in Emperor Empress mode. But everyone else wants to be able to sort of manage you, and then some of you micromanage you. Take what's yours and leave what's not. This is a very great energy to be in, and it is far more imperative that you focus on you than what you focus on some relationship or partnership that isn't going anywhere. You know what I mean? Way too much X energy on this. So take what's yours and leave what's not. Some of you, if you're dating somebody, what's their codependency on their exes? Business options, business opportunities, what's their codependency on their business partners? You could almost find yourself at an impasse here, Capricorn, where you're having to look at things differently, and it's going to take you a minute to get used to this. Everyone sees you being like happy and abundant, and it's a very good creative vibe here. But at the same time, I feel like this is astrologically with you, or anyone with a lot of like the Capricorn vibes, focusing on codependency. So watch your favorite astrologer, Western Vedic here, Capricorn. Those of you get the knowledge that you need when it comes to like options or opportunities. So with the micromanaging, some of you could be doing like some chakra work, or you're kind of allowing the energy to just sort of, there needs to be this kind of balanced energy with you that allows you to make smarter decisions. Some of you now just isn't the time anyway. You need to kind of enjoy this, for some of you, this happiness energy. Some of you can almost feel like an emptiness as well, but it's like endless possibilities with regard to you. You're able to like make your own choices, make your own decisions. And some of you, you could maybe not be used to doing that. So that could, I don't feel like you need to make those decisions now. Kind of give it time. Some of you just need to kind of give it time, move through the feelings, move. Some of you are definitely single, but I feel like you're out of more of an emotionally manipulative type of relationship or partnership, whether it's romantic or like the friendship vibes with you. But it's not really friendship or romantic energy. This is this person was wanting to kind of control your decision making. Not particular to you, though. So this is like mindfulness here. High Priestess energy there with the Six of Cups. Some of you prioritizing work-life relationships or partnerships. The Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. There's the Empress vibe. There's the Knight of Swords, and there's the Pisces vibe. You are like the goose that lays the golden egg until you start like counterbalancing that energy. Anyone with strong Capricorn, Moon, Rising, or Venus, if you're cross-watching for your Moon, Rising, or Venus, this is like really fun retrograde vibes. It's not really putting forth everything into an option or an opportunity with you. Some of you, with regard to work energy, you could have an ex-business partner or someone that you used to work with wanting to see what kind of options or opportunities you have, because they've kind of played out the energy that they're in. This is a lot of player vibes, but it kind of just is what it is. This shouldn't be an overwhelming kind of energy when it comes to you, Capricorn. What's someone's codependency on their exes? When they come into like your energy, what do they bring with regard to like the vibes of something? Some of you waiting, now just isn't the time. So some of you, if there's a little bit of time you need to let the sort of balance come in with that Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So some of you, it's uncertainty because you're not quite sure yet. That little bit of indecision is really what makes the difference with you. You are single. I feel like you're single, newly single, or you've been single for a while. You have like options, you have like opportunities. But as far as making decisions, maybe now's not the time for any sort of major changes or any sort of major investments when it comes to you until you kind of figure some things out. You need far more clarity. Mindful of who wants to be in your energy as well, because I feel like you have some just not so trustworthy kind of people here. There's definitely more of a hierarchy when it comes to the energy with you. So you have like the management vibes, and then you have like upper management, middle management, and then you have like the micromanaging energy. You need to be micromanaging yourself here before you allow this sort of the bigger energies. Damn Capricorn. Whatever the hell this is, you don't need to be rushing into any kind of relationship or partnership sort of half-assed here. Especially, a lot of you are dealing with fake-ass emperors and empresses. Someone's coming into your energy because they want to be able to sort of manage the vibes. Some of you just attract people that know they're going to be your ex. They're just kind of looking at your options or opportunities. So make sure that you're focusing on your vulnerabilities here, Capricorn, with the Ten of Swords there with the Ten of Wands. So that way you're not overwhelmed. How do they leave their exes? Those of you with regard to like a business option or a business opportunity, how do they leave their exes? Because that should definitely be something that you take into account and consideration. Some of you with all the messy vibes. So if someone wants to date you and then they want to kind of work with you, they want to be all up in all that. So that way it's a micromanaging vibe, but they're going to come across as it's like a very passive aggressive. You know, those that say they were dating somebody and then once they put the ring on it, the partner completely changed. Some of you, this is almost the same when it comes to like business relationships or partnerships with you. Emperor energy, ask wonderfully, receive graciously. This is that Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Emperor there with the Page of Pentacles. Some of you, that's that kind of passive aggressiveness energy as well. I know this isn't every Capricorn, because you're single. Now's the time for you to just sort of prioritize things. You could be in a great relationship or partnership, and maybe this is like a work option or a work opportunity with you. I almost feel like the energy with you is looking at everything from the same sort of perspective. So your romantic relationships or partnerships and your working relationships or partnerships, friendships vibes with you. Those of you newly single, that everything did change because you had like way too much messy like codependency on your partners. Someone wants you to be codependent upon them, or they want to be codependent upon you so they can kind of control the decision making that you're making. That's why you know you're pulling like some really great vibes. Some of you now just isn't the time. The Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, you just need to take a minute. You just need to take a minute before you really invest in anything or make any major choices right now. The Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, mindful of your vulnerability. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Ooh, 'cause I am beautiful in every single way. And words can't bring me down. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is fake as fuck. So maybe they wear like way too much makeup. They're way too overdone. It's a high maintenance sort of relationship or partnership. And yeah, words can't bring them down because they really don't bring much to the sort of relationship or partnership. They know they're going to be a future ex. So they'll play the role until they achieve their dream or goal, which is to basically micromanage you. Work, love, life vibes here. Ooh, some of you prioritizing. Especially Capricorn, I don't know if this is something you do a lot. You date in the workplace, or when you're in a relationship or partnership, you don't establish and maintain like some healthy boundaries. Every future ex or everyone that goes into, those people that, they make the joke, oh, there's my future ex. Some of you attract those that, they say that because they mean it. They know they're not really going to give it a whole lot, just enough to kind of get in there, get the option, get the opportunity. Work, love, life vibes on this Capricorn. Damn, Cappies. I mean, for fuck's sake. Take what's yours and leave what's not. The energy on this is, damn, now's not the time. Work, love, life vibes, most definitely. So I don't know what the hell the energy is with you. Do you watch your favorite astrologer? You're avoiding the heartbreak vibes. You're avoiding the heartbreak vibes here. So someone wants to come in, just sort of make up to break up. They're an ex for a reason. So if anything, be focused on new. Be focused on new, Capricorn. Let's take a moment to meditate here. Oh, King of Wands. So, King of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. The Tower and the Four Cups. Some of you compartmentalizing your life here. The King of Wands there at the Eight of Pentacles. The Tower vibes, the Four Cups. If you've dated in the workplace more than once, or those of you with regard to romantic options or opportunities, you kind of bring them into the work that you do. This could be something you need to prioritize here. You need more of like a low-key sort of vibe, Capricorn. Those of you with new options and new opportunities. The King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the King of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Fool vibe, the Seven of Pentacles, the Leo energy, the Scorpio vibe. There with the Sun vibes. So there's something about you that's was very typical. So you kind of, all your relationships, partnerships, work, love, life vibes, they were all the same. So people knew that, you would date in the workplace, or someone knew what type of person that you liked. And they'd be able to kind of manipulate the situation when it comes to you. And then once you're in this sort of King of Cups vibes, you're just not really invested in much. It makes the difference. Some of you do be mindful with the partying vibes. So those of you, you've made some choices. So there's something that's different about you. So you're not like in the same sort of energy. You're not like dating the same people. You're like, you've made some interesting choices here, which are completely different than what someone was expecting from you. So you've had to make some changes here. And it's, you're not as messy, or with regard to like options or opportunities. You're avoiding the messy kind of vibes. The Leo energy, the Scorpio vibes there. I feel like that's your energy. And there's the Ten of Swords. Capricorn, almost feel like every opportunist had your name. And they were just waiting for the option or the opportunity with you until you switched it the fuck up. So you've had to make some changes. The Queen of Cups, the World vibes, the Two of Cups. Once you got a little stingy here. That changes everything. There's so many people wanting like the chance with you, or so many people with regard to like the options or the opportunities with you. You're like the lucky charm energy. You're like the goose that lays the golden egg. So this abundance energy with you is really interesting. Whether it's romantic or work options with you. Those of you prioritizing, work is work, dating is dating, friendship is friendship. Some of you, this could be as simple as you establishing a positive work-life balance as well. You're saying no because you are prioritizing yourself here. This is what's different. This is what's different about you. Interesting astrology. Interesting astrology with you. Newly single, you're turning down options, you're turning down opportunities. Some of you like the overly passionate vibes. You're turning that energy down as well. So it's almost like you're making a very interesting decisions with regard to health, focusing on health. Heart smart energy with regard to you as well. Those of you not dating in the workplace, especially if you get like a new option or a new opportunity, not dating in the workplace. Damn, if you got Aries, Moon rising, or Venus, you could definitely be coming across as rather cold and indifferent here. That's what makes the difference with you. I don't know. Everyone plans on being your future ex anyway. So I don't know if you start dating somebody and you've heard them like use that phrase. Damn. The Queen of Swords energy here. Mindful of that with that Five of Pentacles. So if you're starting like you get like a new job, a new sort of option or opportunity, keep the conversations light, bright, and not too specific, because the Queen of Swords energy isn't very trustworthy. The Empress energy is focused more on the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you mindful of the overly passionate vibes here. So it's interesting that you prioritize things. You need to be very focused. Capricorn, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords. Every player like knows the sort of vibe with you, so you have to be making different choices in order for this to kind of be your vibe. So you're not stuck or stagnant. Work, love, life vibes. Those of you simply prioritizing a work-life balance. You're the lucky charm energy. You are the lucky charm. You're the goose that lays the golden egg, but damn. Those of you with a great idea, a great opportunity. I always feel the energy of you, Capricorn. This is like if you're in advertising and someone wants you to come up with an ad campaign for them. And then once you do all the work, they just kind of go off and take your ideas and just do like the cheap-ass version of it. That's why I feel like there's an interesting work vibe with you. But you can like self-produce and self-publish, so you avoid that. The Chariot vibes, and there's the Aquarius star. It's all about you. There's some interesting astrology with you. I think anyone, if you've got strong Capricorn, right? Moon rising Venus. So Capricorn, depending upon whether you're watching for your sun sign or your moon sign, rising or Venus. Because here you got Sagittarius, Cancer, and Aquarius energy. Page of Wands, Two of Wands, Four of Wands, there with the Nine of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Cancerian, and an Aquarius that maybe you just need to be mindful of. Because I feel like they're kind of stuck or stagnant with regard to an option or an opportunity. This is given like convention vibes as well. Everything changes up on your behalf, so you're not being micromanaged. Damn, are you dealing with a Sagittarius, a Cancerian, and an Aquarius? Because they're stuck in the Five of Cups. Aquarius, Seven of Wands, Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, to the Ten of Cups. Self-producing, self-publishing, or putting yourself first. It makes all the difference with you. Ay, sweet Jesus, Cappies. Moon rising or Venus, Capricorn, whatever you're like cross-watching for. If someone's cross-watching for you, they're not, you've changed something. So whatever this is like you moving forward in a completely different vibe. So if you're still making the same kind of not so great choices, this is going to lead to not so great options or opportunities. Those of you that switched it the fuck up, yeah, that like changes everything. This is given a good work-life balance. I don't feel it shouldn't overwhelm you too much to the point of being stagnant, but some of you, now's not the time to make a major decision. Kind of let the energy sort of balance out when it comes to options or opportunities with you. My happy singles, or those of you like the right option or the right opportunity is going to be very different and unique from what you're used to. Because this Ten of Cups is kind of the, it's kind of the ambiguous, androgynous. And then this is like the traditional Ten of Cups energy. So those of you who are newly single, or those of you that don't get into complicated relationships or partnerships. Some of you Capricorns, for the first time in your life, you may be having to look at a relationship or partnership a little bit different. So be mindful of the contracts, be mindful of the options or opportunities with you. Those of you with Capricorn, Moon rising, or Venus, I love this energy with you as well. You're doing something different. So the player vibes don't know exactly what the fuck you're doing. So there's whoever thought they knew you or could read you or could understand you or knew what it was that you liked. With the Sagittarius energy, the sort of temptation vibes. The Sagittarius, the Chariot there, the Aquarius energy. Those of you, this is not being managed or being micromanaged. So that's kind of the vibe with you. Self-producing, self-publishing, doing your own thing. Some of you, this could be more of a friendship vibe than what it is a romantic vibe. So if you're not really dating, or some of you, you're not going to do that Ten of Cups, traditional Ten of Cups anymore. You're looking at it from more of a different perspective. That could be what creates a switch up in energy with you. This is far more interesting for you than any kind of romantic relationship or partnership would be, Capricorn. Some of you are avoiding somebody that tells everybody that you're going to be their future ex. I mean, that's just like their terminology. So going into it, they know they don't plan on putting forth too much time, energy, and attention. They'll play the part. Someone could wear way too much fucking makeup as well. It's a fake as fuck energy. Eight of Wands in the Emperor vibe. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Do not be overwhelmed. And some of you now just isn't the time. It just isn't the time for decision making. King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Over that's the Two of Cups. Know your vulnerability, Capricorn, and be very mindful of it. So, a voice of reason has told you now isn't the time. Take the time that you need. Let the energy kind of just sort of dissipate. Let the energy, let everything just sort of, so you're not overwhelmed. That would be the voice of reason. So listen to the voice of reason. And then you got relationships or partnerships not working out here. So if you're single, newly single, stay single for a minute. Some of you with regard to like work options or work opportunities. Self-producing, self-publishing. King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups. Hey, for fuck's sake. Capricorn, this is a draining energy as well. So get plenty of rest. Some of you could be dating somebody and they just want to sort of disrupt this energy with all the sort of passionate energy. So, I don't know, a little vow of celibacy here, or some of you just mindful of like the overly passionate. It's a blocker energy with you. It's a blocker energy. But they blocked all their ex-partners. Work, love, life. Work, love, life. Ooh. Interesting with the snake vibes there. We are in the year of the snake in Chinese astrology. So maybe watch your Chinese astrology here, Capricorns. Especially for that kind of unconventionally lucky energy with you. You're like the goose that lays the golden egg, or you're like the one that brings the abundance. But you're dealing with someone that knows they're going to be your next ex. So they don't plan on sticking around long enough just to get you emotionally invested enough. So they kind of direct your decision making. What's the voice of reason that tells you now isn't the time to make a decision? You need to just sort of sit in the energy for a minute. So this is like, now isn't the time to date. Now isn't the time to invest in anything. You need to sort of sit in the energy for a minute so you're able to make smart choices without being or feeling overwhelmed. The voice of reason tells you to just wait until the energy feels right, or it's the vibe isn't right, however the hell the terminology is with you. So you've gone through something that now you've had to look at life, look at things a little differently, and take a minute before you make any major decisions. Which that would be what the smart voice of reason would say, right? You just kind of wait the energy out. Those of you with regard to your astrology, what's your favorite astrologer? You'll know when the vibe is right. Self-producing, self-publishing. You're more micromanaging yourself than what you are like being micromanaged. Those of you out of a relationship or partnership, that's going to feel a little different. Some of you being able to just make your own fucking decisions is going to feel a little different. So definitely take your time with regard to that. You're the boss. Enjoy it. Those of you cross-watching Capricorn, Rising Moon Venus, or those of you with Aries energy, Rising Moon Venus, I like this for you. There is no happily ever after, so the happily ever after vibe isn't quite there anymore. So some of you could be rethinking that sort of Ten of Cups vibe and looking for something that's a tad bit more non-traditional. And that could be what makes the difference with you. Right, where's it at? Aye, Cappies. Where is the non-traditional Ten of Cups? Two of Pentacles, non-traditional Ten of Cups, there with the Hangman vibe. This is like traditional relationships or partnerships. This is like the non-traditional. So, like marriage energy and that, you're not going to do that shit again. Work, love, life vibes, because some of you, this could just be work energy. There's a traditional and then there's a non-traditional. So, you've changed up your perspective on something. Feels like just with like the contractual vibes. Self-producing, self-publishing versus being managed. Anything else for you, Capricorn? What's your favorite astrologer? That's like interesting astrology. I think a lot of people with Capricorn, rising moon or Venus are having to make that decision. Ah, that's a great energy to be in. So take your time. Trust the voice of reason that says now isn't the time to make that decision. Let the balance come in. Sitting on the dock of the bay, just watching the tide roll away. And of course, 'cause nothing compares to you. Those of you that's definitely feeling a little out of place or feeling a little, this is like new vibes. But when you're in something new or when it comes to like new options or opportunities, take a minute and get comfortable in it. So you don't want to do too much new too fast. There's a voice of reason that would tell you that. That's the voice of reason that says, you know what? You don't need to make that decision right now. Sit on it, think about it, wait. Let the energy kind of dissipate. Let it not be such an overwhelming thing to do. So you're not bringing in a bunch of new where you don't have that kind of familiarity with regard to the vibes with you. Oh, interesting astrology. Interesting astrology. Peace, love, and light. Good luck. God bless here, Capricorn. Those of you, if this is like a dating vibe, so you could be doubting that relationship or partnership. Some of you, you're going to go from like the traditional sort of Ten of Cups view into the non-traditional Ten of Cups view. So with regard to how that kind of plays in or factors into your decision making. So you could be at that point in that relationship or partnership where someone's like, oh, well, you know, I want a ring. And then you're like, that's not what I'm about. So you could be at that point in a relationship or partnership where you might just have to say, no, I'm not interested in the traditional. We're going to go more the non-traditional route. Those of you with like work relationships or partnerships or options or opportunities, self-producing, self-publishing. Those of you with like, gives the energy of like recording company. So I don't know if you do music, the self-producing, self-publishing vibes. This could be music with you. This could be maybe you're writing a book. Some of you with regard to like the work that you do, instead of working for someone, you kind of, this is like freelance work. It's very specific and it's very beautiful. You gave away the things you loved, and one of them was me. So someone thinks you're vain because you've established some healthy boundaries. But someone can't like manage you or micromanage you. Ooh, what's your favorite astrologer? I feel like there's some interesting astrology on this, especially with Aquarius or Virgo energy with you. Maybe even Sagittarius vibe. So moon, rising, Venus, Western or Vedic. Good luck, God bless, take what yours, leave what the fuck is it. This is a beautiful energy to be in, so you'll know if the vibe is right. Trust the voice of reason that tells you now isn't the time as well. That's like the smart person. That's like the smart person. It's a trustworthy vibe. It's a trustworthy vibe. Peace, love, and light, Cappies.